Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Hello, everyone. Welcome to what's planned to be season 3, episode 125 for November the 8th. But let me be upfront. I'm recording. It's still September, and it's been more like August than August was up here in Michigan weather-wise. So November 8th, if and when this airs on November 8th, again, planned for November 8th. Something could happen between now and November 8th that I have to bump this to the 15th, episode 126 a week later, because I'm pre-recording a few of these now ahead. And, well, anyway, all right, let me get going, right? Stop wasting time, Joe. Okay, memes 2. Remember, I did a memes episode. Shout out to Chris Williams at Williams Chris with a K over on Truth Social. If you could see that on the behind the scenes video. Life is so ironic. It takes sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. Amen to that. And I wanted to share that. That to me is important. And this makes an example. In memes, the original, I shared and will try to remember to put in post a meme of a woman and saying, plant seeds. It is our job to plant seeds. It is God's job then to change the hearts and minds, hopefully using the right sow to reap. We sow, God help water them, hopefully then to blossom in the hearts and minds. Don't get our role and God's role mixed up. Now, it's great if we could change hearts and minds, but given human nature, the odds of doing that are pretty low, pretty slim. Most people are so intransigent, have their minds so made up. They either deal in reality or they deal in delusion. And those who deal in delusion, it's hard to shake them from their delusion. It's like grieving, I've said before. Shock, denial, anger, acceptance. The shock of a seed you've planted being watered by God and growing in their mind for them to come to the shocking realization they've been living a delusional lie. They've been a useful idiot for how long, right? Then a lot of them will go into denial mode, right? No, I prefer my delusion. I don't want to admit I'm wrong, right? CTP 4 or CTP 3. Hubris chapter is in both. CTP 4, I put up on Amazon the absolute bare minimum allowed price there to have something on their system because it's about getting the information out, not about profit. I get a couple pennies. Amazon's probably not too happy because they don't get as much as they normally would get from an ebook of mine being on the system, but it's only 10 chapters in order to be small, so I could qualify even to put it on their system for 99 cents. And hubris that was in CTP 3 is repeated in CTP 4 because it's important. Get out there, right? Shock and denial because of their hubris. Oh, I can't admit I could have possibly been wrong. I could have possibly been misled. So it's our job to plant these little seeds via memes for God to water and hopefully bring some to their shocking shock and denial and anger. Anger is in CTP4 also. Anger is a natural human emotion. Jesus never said you are not allowed to be angry. Jesus does say certain things about, thou shalt not this and that. How you channel the anger matters. Shall be known by your fruits. You're going to get angry, but how do you react to that anger? Do you try to channel it to something positive and an effective to help plant seeds to change hearts and minds about what happened that made you angry? That matters. So that's important. And memes can help with that. But I mentioned the Life is So Ironic from at Williams Chris with a K, because I responded. I wish you would have said that 8 weeks ago, right before the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem came out. I could have worked that into the book or a short story, A Lasting Legacy. It would have worked better in the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, about life is so ironic. It takes sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. I wish that would have been posted 8 weeks ago. I would have worked it into the book. That helps make the point of the book. Another thing I printed out, set off to the side, is Matthew 5:17 meme. Think not I am come to destroy the law or prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. And I do a show on the stupidity of anti-Semitism based on Jesus the Jew, born, raised a Jew, king of the Jews, became a rabbi, began his ministry at 30 in accordance with Jewish law and traditions. He didn't erase all the Old Testament. See the show A New Way, and also CTP3. The book has anti-Semitism chapter in it. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I printed that so I could share that. I also printed this one. When Job had everything, he worshiped. When Job lost everything, he worshiped. Worship isn't about your circumstances. It's about who God is and who you want to be. So that was, some notes. It's on yellow paper, so you're not really going to see it anyway. And I want to be careful to not allow somebody to do a screen print and steal my idea for a book that I'm working on. Those were the notes. The next one I have here is this one I'm trying to show, that someone battling a lion, and it says, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings, or else you lose yourself. A meme representation of Proverbs 25:28. Let me repeat that. You have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings, or else you lose yourself. And also, another one I have here, I'm showing on screen behind the scenes video, says Christianity isn't a cross necklace or a scripture tattoo, or even me with my cross tattoo, because I kept losing my cross necklace whenever I take it off. So I have a cross literally tattooed on me, so it goes everywhere I go. It's chasing after God daily, dying to your own desires and being different in a world full of sin. It's not the cute stuff that matters. Christianity is hard. Whoa. Deep, again, this show, CTP, tough love of the Bible that many Matthew 23 fake Christians want to avoid. It's the tough stuff that, I don't want to be bothered with. I just want to sing Kumbaya around the campfire all day long and pretend I've actually paid attention to the Bible and what Christ said. The good and the tough stuff, right? And attached to that is Ecclesiastes 10, 2-3. A wise man's heart is at his right hand, but a fool's heart is at his left. The Bible prophesied our modern politics. Yea, also, when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him, and he saith to everyone that he is a fool. Those three were stapled together because they all go together. So, all kinds of memes I could have, maybe should have, wanted to share in this episode. I knew I was going to do eventually. I should have printed out, but didn't. Those are the ones I have printed. Important points, all touched on in my 4 now CTP books, as well as several of my fiction books. I got a proof copy of a short story, A Lasting Legacy, in hard copy form the other day, so I could show that. So josephmleonard.us/shop or tinyurl.com/JLD on Amazon. Short episode. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care. God bless. Remember, your role isn't to beat people over the head with the Bible. It's to plant seeds in a hardened mind into hardened soil and let God water it and nurture it and help bloom it into beautiful flowers. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Hope my eye is watering. Oh, all right. I need to hit stop, but I gotta. My former Bell's palsy that weakened the muscles and the nerves on that side of my face, my right eye, will one of the many health condition issues I still continue to deal with. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. Love you all. In discussion with someone during Books Authors Weeks, I mentioned I had not been out of the state of Michigan since 2006. Well, I remember now that's not completely accurate. And it's not about me, it's about the show's credibility, about dealing in facts and being honest. So, yes, during the Wuhan hysteria, and while wretched Whitler still had the state of Michigan locked down, Governor DeWine of Ohio unlocked his state. Should have never locked it down, but unlocked his state early. And on a nice day, chance to get out of the house, chance to get out of the state, even though I don't like putting the extra miles on the car. I need it to last. It's got a lot of miles on it. But again, it's not about me. This is about credibility of the show, facts, and honesty, right? So I drove down to Toledo, ate, even though I couldn't afford to burn the gas, bought, just got Burger King there rather than Burger King here or whatever, McDonald's, whatever it was. I don't remember, not important. And went to a movie. to support the theater, not in Toledo, actually outside of Toledo. I forget the chain name. I forget the movie. Not important. It was something I wanted to see, so it wasn't like I drove there to then pick a random movie they had going. So hence the need for the correction to maintain the credibility here, not, I know you know what I mean, right? So anyway, like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist Podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
In the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, a young woman stands alone at sunrise by the ocean. Her hair moves with the wind. Faint superimposed text. Was life just a collection of mediocre days with a few random happy times? Flashbacks. A girl laughing as a child, then crying as a teenager, pondering about her future. Lighting shifts from golden to shadowed. Slow motion. She walks through crowds, offering a soft smile to a stranger. In the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, available now on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions.
Every life is a story. Some just end too soon. Ryan's life unfolds through words on paper, dreams of youth, love discovered, and the challenges of growing up. He found purpose in love, joy in family, and meaning in every small moment. But even the strongest hearts can break, and sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Through laughter and loss, Ryan leaves behind something greater than memories, a lasting legacy. A short story, A Lasting Legacy, by Joseph M. Leonard. A moving reflection on life, love, and the stories we leave behind. Available on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. By Joseph M. Leonard.
Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics 4, the latest chapter in the CTP journey. Yes, it's come fast on the heels of CTP 3, but this time there's a reason. The world hasn't slowed down, and neither have I. So much has happened since CTP 3, I couldn't wait until 2026. The conversations, the challenges, the turning points, they demanded a response now. Drawn from countless posts, articles, podcast episodes, and exclusive videos, CTP4 brings it all together. Compact, sharp, and powerful. 10 chapters of insight you can dive into today. Shorter by design, packed with meaning, and offered at a special low cost. Because truth and perspective shouldn't wait. Constitutionalist Politics 4. Available now on Amazon Kindle ebook. Exclusive.
Wham Radio, 1600 AM and 92.7 FM is your conservative flamethrower. Weekdays, Steve Gruber starts things off at 6 a.m. Gruber gives his perspective on the issues of the day. At 9 a.m., Glenn Beck blazes the airwaves with his nationally syndicated program. From noon to 3, it's Dennis Prager. At 3 o'clock, it's Wham's own Thayrone X. On the Edge, Thayrone tells it exactly as he sees it. At 6, it's The Dana Show, your conservative alternative. At 8, don't miss Joe Pags. Weekends are filled with conservative talk as well. Fingers Malloy, Thomas LeDuc, The Abolitionists Roundtable, A Moment of Clarity with Pastor Rick, Your American Heritage with Ed Bondarenka, Dave Janda's Operation Freedom, and Dick Kupke's Trigger Talk. You can even get links to Wham podcasts from Dave, Dick, and of course Thayrone, all from their pages on our website, whamradio.com. Keep it locked on Wham Radio, 1600 AM and 92.7 FM in southeastern Michigan, and whamradio.com anywhere in the world.